Welcome back to match 2. This is Oldmanpoole. We've been blessed again, get to go first. We will take advantage of that. Yeah, good hand. Gonna keep this. Elusive Spellfist and Stagger Shock is pretty absurd, and into Rift Bolt is pretty reasonable as well. Yeah, this is kind of the sort of opening we want to see. Some solid, solid payoffs for spells, and then just a bunch of good spells. Okay, well, we do need to find land, I suppose, going forward, but... Well, we'll get the Elusive Spellfist online. Who needs land when you could have 1/3s, right? And I mean, the Coordinated Assault does turn him into 3/3 first strikes, so even if he has a reasonable blocker here, like a Phantom Monster or something, we can still potentially push through damage. Ooh, alright. We will, I guess, let that one die. Did not have the dragon, just the sack. Okay. Not a bad response there. Well, we'll get in for another 1 point of damage and play another Spellfist. Someday my land will come. But until that time, we have Spellfist for days. I imagine he's got something here. Wonder if it's another invocation. That'd be kind of funny. That'd be a reason you play the first one. Although, you might just do it if you didn't have anything else anyway. Alright. That might get Pillar of Flamed. Or even better, probably will get Stagger Shocked. And we'll get in for 4 here. Yep, you can go find your Evolving Wilds. Man, when this deck draws good, it can feel pretty absurd. Like, my opponent's had a very reasonable draw. A couple of ramp spells, a reasonable removal spell. I feel like we're just still in a really good spot to take this game. Next turn, we're going to swing for at least 4. And that's assuming we shoot something with it. And if we have to use another spell to finish something else off. Alright. Oh, rip my island. That's okay. So we get the rebound here. We could just go to the face and cast Rift Bolt. It's a little bit dependent on what we draw. We can also just consider that that doesn't matter at all. We could go to the face, get in for 4, Rift Bolt to the face as well, that's 5, get in for another 6, brings him to 3. And then if one of these survives, he's dead. Yeah, I think we just shoot him. Goodness. Yeah, man, the Elusive Spellfist beatdown is the real deal here. I wonder if I was playing the last match too conservatively too. Like, that kills your opponent really fast. Like, he just has to have an answer for both of them here, realistically. Okay. Attack means he probably has something? We could just... I think we don't even bother playing the Garter Snipe, right? We just rather keep these things up. It's like Pillar of Flame my opponent. Get you. Yep, alright, well. Turns out Elusive Spellfist is really good. Okay, my opponent's playing a black sort of ramping deck? Black-blue, which just kind of means control in my experience. Yeah, I still don't think there's really anything we want to sideboard. We haven't even gotten to play our Charmbreaker doubles yet, although I wonder if these cards are even good for us. The games have been over most of the time before we would ever see them. I wonder if something just like Trumpet Blast is better. That can't be right, can it? Maybe it can. I mean, they'll be good if we have a little bit slower draws, which is going to happen sometimes, I would imagine. Although I wonder if this deck even wins if it's a slower draw. Like, this hand just looks bad. Mishra's Bobble's kind of an audible. I think we mulligan, though. Stormbreaker's Devils is expensive. Coordinated Assault doesn't do anything on its own. We'll keep this. Bobble helps out. We have a Scry. Let's bottom that. Just need to find another land. Windfall's nice too off the mulligan, assuming we hit our land drops. Okay. It is a fine one. So in that case, we want to try and bobble to find another land other than Gruul Turf. Kind of do. We miss out on a little bit of damage from it, but I think that's okay. Island. Dagger Shock is a good one. Land? Alright, well, we don't get to play our elusive Spellfist on time, but that's okay. Turn the island. I have definitely returned a bounce land to my hand too. Don't do that. I have made, I think, close to every mistake you can make in this set. Ooh, aggressive. I guess he's figuring he probably can't block the Spellfists anyway. Probably correct. Yeah, let's just play one of these out. Do we want to suspend Riftbolt? I think we do. Again, I kind of want to get my Windfall online. So we just, I think, want to play as many spells as possible, more or less. It may be tough in this matchup because we're kind of slow on lands. We've got a lot of spells at hand right now. Windfall's best if you're like consistently hitting your land drops, certainly. Okay. Reeve Soul, pretty good. Land? Ooh, if he's got a follow-up, that's a little bit not great for us. I think we're just going to go to the face. I'd rather play a Spellfist than the Stagger Shock here. Okay, blue I like. Alright, if we draw another land, we're up to 5. Have a bunch of 3-cost things in our deck, though, or in our hand. Okay, yeah. Fortunately, going toe-to-toe with all of our Spellfists. We might just die to this Dead Reveler eventually. Okay, let's Thought Scour our opponent. Actually, my opponent's not milling us. Let's Thought Scour us, because we do have the, well, on the other hand, something random gonna be better than Riftbolt? Probably not. We just have the, Charmbreaker Devils eventually. So let's mill our opponent. But it's at random, so it's not like it gives us more selection or anything. Stagger Shock. A little bit more mana efficient than Draconic Roar. Next turn, that will let us kill off my opponent's Dead Reveler with that and Draconic Roar. And Windfall's not going to be great this game. Shows the flip side of it, right? When you don't curve out and just drop everything. Ooh, well, that's a reason not to mill ourselves. I guess we could just go to the face and just Draconic Roar. My opponent's white. I think we do need to kill that. What if he has mill in response? Probably doesn't. I mean, what could he have? Thought Scour, I guess? Thought Scour would be kind of bad. That'd be kind of disciplined not to play it there. I think we'll shoot my opponent and just Draconic Roar away that. He has something here, he gets us really good, but I don't, I can't think of anything he would have. Okay, return island. I mean, we kind of have worn out my opponent's threats. We do need to find something to either deal with the Dead Reveler or start hitting back for damage. Because we are down to 8, but we fairly effectively walked through everything too. Okay, let's play Spellfist. We also like Odatize Breath. Well, I guess we can't Windfall in the same turn then, can we? Alright. So I think I'll Bewilder rather than Breath here. I'm gonna do this before blocks on the off chance there's something crazy. This is just cantripping and buying us a little bit of time, but... Oh, okay. Fair enough. Doing that response doesn't actually do anything for my opponent, but... Yeah, don't play anything. Oh, he might be thinking second main already, yeah. Geist. Yeah, it's just like a light mill theme for my opponent here. This is when it redeals combat damage, right? Yeah. I think we're still going to try and get some value off our Windfall. Maybe that's crazy, but I'd like to be able to turn it into a card. Okay, let's tap this down here. No play? No play? Oh man. Ooh. Well, alright then. Pistol Persecutor is pretty good, as it turns out. Yeah. I mean, no real reason not to attack here. Maybe we can still steal a win with, like, Kiln Fiend Windfall. Not impossible. Trepanation Blade, okay. They're just gonna mill us for a lot here. It does encourage him to attack, though, which maybe gives us a window to kill him with the Kiln Fiend. Yeah, he realizes kind of a greedy attack. I'd only need to find... I guess I need to find 3 spells. Or have one of them be the strike. The +1/+0 to 2 creatures. I think if I'm my opponent, I definitely don't attack here. So Pillar of Flame Windfall gets us close. That gets us in for 5. It means it's dangerous for him to swing next turn with the Persecutor. I think we just go for this. We want to gain for an additional 3. I don't think so, because if we find a land, then Windfall's a little bit better. So I mean, we could take him to 1. Admittedly, then if we find a burn spell, which we have 1 Pillar of Flame left, 1 Stagger Shock left. Roar doesn't go to the face, right? Yeah. Another land, it swings a little bit better. On the other hand, I guess that puts him lethal to either of these creatures, right? So that's actually probably better. He needs to find something. So Windfall will be cast and do nothing here, but it gets in for damage. And then we have... He has to find a blocker, and we have a lot of lethal outs too. Okay, that took me probably a little bit longer to come to that conclusion than it should have, but I think that is correct. Can't win the game, your opponents can't lose the game. We're not gonna, I mean, we'll go to like negative something here. Negative a lot, probably. Yep. But we can't win unless he has a removal spell in hand, or can't lose. No removal spell? Oh, really? Oh, alright, well. Majestic finish. Oh. That was close. It was an interesting game for sure. Okay, Abyssal Persecutor. Mark of Mutiny on Abyssal Persecutor is probably not great. Hammerhand, I think I still like what we had going. I think we just drew kind of rough that game. Yeah, let's just run it back. We just don't have that much that's great out of the sideboard. I would like to play first. Pretty good hand. Let's go ahead and keep. Have a couple of good activations of the Spellfist. Frostlinks for some tempo advantage. One removal spell. Yeah, I think this is fine. I'm not going to play the Bauble just yet. Don't need to find anything off with the card, so I'd rather get some value with the Spellfist. Ooh, and another one. The best start with 2 Spellfists. Or something like that. Okay, Reevesel. It's dead. Still not going to play the Bauble. I was kind of thinking we do want to hit our land draw probably, but that's alright. Alright, see how many Reevesels he has this time. Such cool art. I never realized that was a hand until I saw this this card on the big screen, so to speak. I just figured it was kind of like a ghostly tendril going through it, which is cool on its own, but the hand is something else. So we are in a little bit of danger of running out of just spells here. Mishra's Bauble does cantrip, which is nice, but we can't go quite as whole hog as we can when we have a Windfall or Windfall. Alright. Another one, huh? I don't think there's any flash cards. I think we're still just going to be... we're going to use our Mishra's Bauble when we need to. Guess we should swing first, though, and have Draconic Roar on the off chance he has something unusual. Don't think it's unlikely we just get, like, Doombladed or something, though. Or just one. Ignore the random motorcycle outside. Oh, Mana Leak. Okay. Nope. I guess we could have played around that, but we didn't know it was coming. We hadn't seen it from our opponent yet either. And as a 1-for-1, although we maybe could have stranded in his hand. Alright, Abyssal Persecutor is a way we lose, certainly. Does that mean we have to start aggressively digging? I think it probably does. So let's play our Mishra's Bauble. Look at my opponent's draw. Just an island. The problem is he's got at least 2 of the Foul-Tongued Invocations, which are very good with the Persecutor. Okay, Shriekghast, or Geist, and a Dead Reveler. Not Unleashed. So that's gonna get Draconic Roared. And we're getting close to Aerialist's range, which is nice too. In fact, we should have it next turn, I guess. Kind of running out of cards. I'm hoping to put my opponent on the back foot with the Persecutor. Mountain. But I imagine it's just gonna swing. Too good not to, right? Yeah. Mill us out just a little. 2 cards? Yeah. Okay. Not real sad to see those go. Okay, let's swing with both of these and play the Aerialist. Ooh, does he have like a Ojutai's Breath or something? Does. So get in for 2. The Aerialists. No counterspell is nice. So he will tap that down, I have to assume. Take 7 here. So we thought Scour our opponent, because he does have some mill synergies. The problem is I'm pretty sure he's got kill spell for that. He swings with it. We got to be able to get him with the Stagger Shock and the Spell Fists. I guess if he swings with it, he doesn't have a removal spell, we kill him. But I have to think he's got a removal spell. Man. If you've got it there, you just sandbag it. Spirit Monger I hadn't seen. Does combat damage to a creature gets bigger? That's pretty creepy. Pretty good, too. Have Xaxes? Don't do it. Not again. Darn. Yeah. It's not real surprising. He has multiple in his deck. Alright, well. Abyssal. Darn. Man, I think we did have him if he didn't have it there, but kind of similar to the top deck last game. Alright, well, 1-1. A little bit of a shame to lose with such a sweet deck, but I'll see you guys for match 3.